Good morning. Today we are to deal with chemistry of nicotine. For last a couple of weeks we are dealing with chemistry of natural products. In the first part we have seen chemistry related to terpenoids. In the second part of the topic we are going to deal with chemistry of alkaloids. In the first lecture, in this reference, we have seen general outline related to alkaloids, general methods of structure determination. Now we are going to relate with chemistry of nicotine, one of the important alkaloids. So to begin with, there is a question: what is nicotine? Nicotine is a chiral alkaloid that is naturally produced in the nightshade family of plants, most predominantly in tobacco. So the natural source of nicotine is tobacco. It is widely used recreationally as a stimulant and anxiolytic. These are the general traditional uses of nicotine. Nicotine is one of the few liquid alkaloids. In its pure state, it is a colorless, odorless liquid with an oily consistency, but when exposed to light or air, it acquires a brown color and gives off a strong odor of tobacco. Okay. Its chemical formula is C10H14N2. Actually, we are concerned with two aspects related to nicotine. One is constitution, that is its chemical structure based upon analytical evidences, and second part is the synthetic evidence or synthesis of nicotine. In this lecture we are going to deal with the constitution. So as usual we have to begin with the molecular formula. So from analytical data and molecular weight determination methods, the molecular formula of nicotine is found to be C10H14N2. That is the molecular formula. Okay. Now there is a presence of nitrogen as it is alkaloid. Then we have to investigate regarding the nature of nitrogen. Nature of nitrogen is investigated by reaction with hydrochloric acid. With hydrochloric acid, nicotine gives dihydrochloride. Formation of dihydrochloride indicates presence of diacidic basic structure in nicotine. So this is the general formula C10H14N2. It reacts with two molecules of HCl and gives a nicotine dihydrochloride salt. As it gives a dihydrochloride, there must be presence of two nitrogens and it is diacidic base. So nature of nitrogen is investigated by reaction with hydrochloric acid. It gives dihydrochloride indicating it is diacidic base. Next, again in this reference there is one more evidence. When methyl iodide is used for the reaction with nicotine, nicotine gives dimethiiodide. Formation of dimethiiodide indicates again it is a tertiary base and it is a ditertiary base. So nicotine plus two molecules of methyl iodide. Two molecules of methyl iodide, they form methyl iodide derivative, but the methyl iodide derivative is dimethiiodide derivative. When dimethiiodide derivative is formed, it is indication of two NCH3 groups, that is two tertiary nitrogens. So presence of nitrogens investigated by reaction with HCl, presence of tertiary nitrogen is investigated by reaction with methyl iodide. Again there is one more evidence. With chromic acid or nitric acid, nicotine gives nicotinic acid. This is nicotine with chromic acid, potassium dichromate, nitric acid. it gives nicotinic acid. Nicotinic acid is pyridine 3 carboxylic acid, nicotinic acid. Okay. So, this indicates presence of pyridine ring because this is pyridine nucleus, and formation of carboxylic acid group at position number 3 indicates that the rest portion from the molecule, rest portion from the formula of nicotine is in the form of side chain. As this is the pyridine ring, the rest of the portion is C5H10N. Out of C10H14N2, pyridine ring is there, and rest is side chain, which is C5H10N. So, there is a presence of some side chain. Side chain is to be confirmed for its form. So, the general structure so far investigated will be like this. So, there is a pyridine ring and the side chain is C5H10N. Now, let us investigate regarding the nature of side chain. For investigation of the nature of side chain, complete reduction is carried out, and it is observed that complete reduction of nicotine requires 3 molecules of hydrogen. Indicates presence of saturated cyclic side chain. Consumption of complete reduction requires 3 molecules of hydrogen, and indicating presence of the side chain as saturated because 3 hydrogens are required for the ring itself, pyridine ring itself. Okay. Then in the same reference, when nicotine is heated with HI, gives 1 molecule of methylamine per molecule of nicotine. See carefully, when treated with HI or heated with HI, it gives 1 molecule of methylamine per molecule of nicotine, indicating presence of 1 N-methyl group. N-methyl group formation is related to presence of N-methyl group. Okay. Methylamine formation is related to presence of N-methyl group. Then next, nicotine zinc chloride distillation gives a mixture. What is the mixture? This is nicotine zinc chloride salt. It is distilled with mixture of NaOH and CaO. We get pyridine, we get pyrrole and methylamine. So, these 3 products are obtained. Formation of these 3 products indicate presence of a side chain in the form of pyrrole derivative, because initially it is investigated that pyridine ring is there in nicotine. Formation of these 2 products, pyrrole and methylamine. Methylamine was again investigated in earlier evidence. It means there is a presence of a pyrrole ring in the side chain. So, indicating presence of side chain in the form of pyrrole derivative. So, considering these evidences, there are 2 possible structures, structure 1 and structure 2. Here it is pyridine ring is bonded at position number 3 through position number 2 of the pyrrole type ring structure, and here the bondage is between 3 dash. It is 3 and 2 of the pyrrole type ring structure. So, out of these 2 possibilities, one structure is correct. It is confirmed by 2 more evidences. There was work by Pinner's work in 1893. It supports that structure number 1 is correct. So, for that purpose, what he proposed is nicotine with bromine in HBr and barium hydroxide gives a mixture of nicotinic acid, malonic acid and methylamine. See the reaction, nicotine with bromine in HBr and barium hydroxide gives nicotinic acid, malonic acid and methylamine. This is methylamine, this is malonic acid. Similarly, nicotine on treatment with bromine acetic acid forms hydrobromide perbromide. This on treatment with H2SO4 and H2SO3 gives a mixture of 3-acetylpyridine, oxalic acid and methylamine. So, these reactions indicate the presence of structure number 1 out of these 2 structures. Structure number 1 is confirmed by Pinner's work. The mode of attachment is confirmed. Okay. Then there is additional work known as Carrer's work. So he confirmed the mode of attachment once again. When nicotine is boiled with HI and methyl iodide, we get nicotine isomethioiodide. This on oxidation with K3FeCN6 in alkaline medium gives a compound, and actually it is further oxidized by using chromic acid. Means the oxidation is carried out in two steps. One is with K3FeCN6 and in other step it is with chromic acid. We get hygrenic acid. It is Leo rotatory, of course. Hygrenic acid. Formation of hygrenic acid indicates that the pyrrole portion of nicotine is attached to the pyridine ring through this position number 2, that is position number 3 of pyridine and position number 2 of pyrrole type ring is connected to each other, and therefore the correct structure is structure number 1. Finally, the structure is confirmed by considering all these evidences. So this is the correct structure of nicotine. Let us revise once again, go through all the evidences right from the beginning. So the follicular formula is, we have seen that it is C10H14N2. Then formation of dihydrochloride salt indicates that it is diacetic base. Formation of dimethioiodide indicates presence of di-tertiary base. Then there is a presence of pyridine type ring indicated by formation of nicotinic acid by oxidation of nicotine with potassium dichromate or nitric acid. Then we get this possible structure, pyridine with some side chain C5H10N. The complete reduction requires 3 molecules of hydrogen, therefore the side chain must be a saturated pyrrole type ring. Then when treated with HI, we get methylamine, presence of methylamine per molecule of nicotine indicating presence of N-methyl group. Nicotine zinc chloride gives pyridine, pyrrole and methylamine. So the side chain is a pyrrole derivative. These are the two possibilities. The possibilities are confirmed by work of Pinner and Carrer. Pinner's reaction gives nicotinic acid, malonic acid and methylamine, and similar type of reaction gives 3-acetylpyridine, oxalic acid and methylamine, indicating the confirmation of the structure number 1. The mode of attachment is confirmed by Carrer's work. So in this case, nicotine gives nicotine isomethioiodide, which on oxidation gives hygrenic acid, which is of known structure, and considering all these evidences, we can propose the correct structure of nicotine like this. So in this video, just we have seen the constitution or structure of nicotine with considering all these analytical evidences. So go through these and try to convert this information into various types of questions and just recollect them. So in next video we will see the synthesis of nicotine. Till then let us stop here. Thank you. Bye.